Hello, welcome to the 9 Aspects of Industry, brought to you by eCampusTours.com. These are the 9 aspects of industry. They are business planning, management, finance, community issues, principles of technology, labor, health, safety, technical and production skills, and personal work habits. We'll start the aspects of industry with business planning, perhaps the most important. A business plan is a written description of your business's future. It's a document that tells you what you plan to do and how you plan to do it. You'll look at the goals and objectives you're trying to achieve. Hopefully you'll do a SWOT analysis. That's strategic planning, where you look at the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities, and the threats to your business. You'll develop a mission statement and do an assessment of customer needs. The management of a company or business are just the people trying to accomplish the goals of the organization by using the facilities, staff, resources, equipment, and materials. They're the leaders of the organization. They'll establish the organizational structure. They'll establish the corporate culture, perhaps write a mission statement, and create the employee handbook. Here is a sample of a mission statement. This is Coca-Cola's mission statement, which is just a written declaration of an organization's core purpose and focus that normally remains unchanged over time. It tells everybody who you are and what you're hoping to achieve. This is also a sample organization chart, which details the organizational structure, the organization's formal reporting relationships, procedures, controls, and authority, and its decision-making processes. Every organization should have an employee handbook. The employee handbook details the rules and policies that you need to know as an employee. It might include things about employee pay and benefit info, conduct and discipline policies, performance review guidelines, and other details. Just like your school and your community has a unique culture, each corporation has its own unique culture, and it will be important that you find a job and a career in a corporate culture that fits you. The corporate culture includes the values and behaviors that contribute to the environment of an organization based on shared attitudes, beliefs, customs, and written and unwritten rules that the organization has developed over time. Another important aspect of industry is finance, all things money, how to acquire capital to operate the business, how to pay the company's bills, things like electric, water, rental space, payroll and wages, income versus expenses, and taxes. Businesses will need to decide how they participate with the community, things like community activities, organizational involvement, how they'll be perceived by the public, the accessibility of their facilities and services, and also whether or not they will behave ethically in their business. Principles of technology, another huge aspect of industry. Technology in the workplace is not going away. E-commerce continues to grow. It will be important as you get older that you stay up with professional training, that you learn from experience and stay adaptable to principles of technology, and also stay current with cybersecurity, keeping websites safe. Technology is always changing and evolving. Here are just a few examples of how technological change is affecting certain businesses. For instance, in health science, remote monitoring tools allow a cardiac patient to remain in their home while being monitored by a health professional. Their electronic health record is also an example of how technology is affecting health science. In agriculture, GPS trackers on farm equipment, computer monitoring systems, and self-guiding programs are examples of technological change. In marketing, there's social media and apps that didn't exist 10 years ago. And in law enforcement, body armor, body-worn cameras, and surveillance technology are examples of technological change. Labor. Labor is just the workforce in this country, the people who are working. As an employee in this country, you have certain rights. Rights to a minimum wage, overtime benefits, and safe working conditions. If you ever feel like you've been discriminated against based on your religion, your race or ethnicity, any disabilities you might have, or your gender, you have recourse under the law to try to correct that. There are also labor organizations. These are legally recognized as representatives of workers in many industries. Health, safety, and environment. As an employee in this country, you have the right to a safe workplace. The government passed the Occupational Safety and Health Act in 1970 to prevent workers from being killed or seriously harmed at work. The law requires employers to provide their employees with working conditions that are free of known dangers. OSHA, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, sets and enforces protective workplace safety and health standards. Things put in place to provide fall protection, prevent cave-ins, prevent infectious diseases, and prevent exposure to harmful substances. Technical and production skills. What skills will businesses expect for you when you get out in the work world? They'll want to see, at the minimum, basic academic skills, but they really want to know that you can problem solve and think critically, that you can communicate verbally, that you can work well on a team, that you're organized, and that you're proficient at computers. It's important to develop good personal work habits. Once you're hired, you want to keep your job by practicing such things as being on time, dressing appropriately, being cautious about using work time as personal time. Don't check your phone, look at emails, text, be on social media during your work hours. Do your work in a timely manner, do your best on every job task, and have a good attitude. It will be important to practice workplace etiquette. Things like maintaining a clean work environment, organizing your office space at the end of the day so you're ready for the next day. Eliminate use of profanity that's very unprofessional in the workplace. Respect the privacy of those around you and avoid office gossip. If you would like more information on any of these topics, please visit these sources. Thanks for joining today to talk about the 9 aspects of industry. Please follow us at eCampus Tours on any of these social media platforms.